Children learn best at a young age, and that's how we started, bringing in 3, 4, 5 years old to this program. And what we did with them, it was total immersion for Martha and I, my sister Martha and I. We spoke nothing but Hidatsa to these children, and Nora would explain, or she would, they would watch what we do too at the very beginning, and they understood what we were saying and picked up the language in that way.
Me kaka, me de. More. Listen. Oh, jeez. How to get out there?
Nene Shidaga.
Mahito Chanhet. Nishidaka.
What is she? Magoo heads.
She said, I want the little ones to talk Hidatsa, So I said, we could help. I could help you. So she set this place up, and I've been coming here, helping her whenever I can. I had started with 5 little ones, I think, 5 or so.
They always say little kids are really smart. I mean, really can pick up stuff. Like he said, this morning we were saying, Gua, Dua, Mua. And then the other day, Magoo said, Shua, that means slow it down, Shua. And I was saying, Dua, Gua, Mua. And he goes, Shua. And I was like, but that's the challenge, is thinking it in Hidatsa and then saying it to my son so he can understand it.
Nakbetinaga.
Hey, I knew it. Shaggy. Hey. Hididaba. Hey.
It's Washka.
Hey. Hididaba.
It's Washkanaga.
Hey. Shaggy.
Even those of us that spoke it, it's our original language, our first language, our what we call a sacred language, given to us as a gift from our Creator. And so consequently, our languages are still here. We can still save our languages. We can still regrow them and revitalize them. So for me, this is really an important thing to be part of. It came about because of, like I say, many, many years here of individuals, advocates, and language speakers, and speakers, or I should say, those who wanted to speak and valued our language and respected our language and the ways of our people. Those were the people that kept us going for as long as I can remember.
Good job.
You crush it.
Hi, this is Maagarishda Hidatsa, and we're asking one of our parents what they think that our Hidatsa, our Maagarishda Hidatsa immersion program, how it helps the community and how it works within our nation programs, and what is involved regarding our culture and our language and instilling that in our children and our community with our parents. Can you give us your perspective?
Yep. First, I want to say thank you to Maagarishda Hidatsa. The language that my daughter is learning instills more than just words. she's learning the aspect of the Hidatsa culture of coming from the language. So she's learning prayers and certain things that as natives we really want to instill in our children. And it gives me a lot of pride that she's capable of being a part of this almost a revolution to bring back our culture. As Native Americans, we've gotten that taken away, and she gets to be right in the middle of it to grasp the language. And learning that so small, it's part of her now. It's not just another book to read or a song to sing. It's becoming one with her to where that's the language she wants to speak when she's home. And it gives a lot of pride, especially as Native Americans. We lost this language once before, and this program has really made it a big thing for our community, to where our kids get that chance to know the first part of who we are.
Thank you. Hi everybody, I'm sitting with a parent. This is Maagarishda Hidatsa, and we're talking to a parent and we're asking him what his perspective is regarding the Maagarishda Hidatsa immersion nest, and how it works within our community, how it works to revitalize the language, and the effect it has on his family learning this language. I know he's also a teacher too, and so we want his insight, we want his perspective. So DJ.
Well, thanks for having us here. Thanks for having my little girl in the program, and for doing this. It's really important. Having what you guys are doing, having this language nest in the community is really important. This day and age, we're trying to learn our language, and we're trying to keep it going. And what these little girls are learning, what the students are learning, it gives us a lot of hope, and it gives us a good future, that something to look forward to, for everybody, because we're not only looking at it as these little girls, these little children learning the language, but retaining something that's beneficial for everybody, and that very soon more students, and it'll become this large, much larger numbers wise for more students, language effort. And I think that's good for the community. We need our language, we need our prayers, we need these kids to kind of lead the way, and that's exactly what they're doing. Is these little students are leading the path for us to bring this back, which includes our not only the language but the culture and the whole our Hidatsa way of life. The language has so much in it, and these little girls, these students are really doing a wonderful job of bringing all that back. They're really instrumental in bringing all that back, and can't say enough thank you to the organization, you Nora, and the teachers, all the staff that's involved. It's a lot of hard work, and we really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Every time we pick her up from school, she has she's always saying words. Her and her siblings, they get everyone. Pretty soon we're all saying something in the language as we're driving in the car, and it's every day. Because we pick them up, and she's the one that she's the one that starts that. She's the catalyst for that. Really appreciate it. Helps our family back home a lot.
Maagarishda.